This is Maggi, and I'll be trying your Maggi recipes to find my favorite. We'll be rating them on the basis of creativity, ease, and taste. So, yeah, let's get you started with the first one. South Indian Maggi by Shrinithi. Okay, so I actually tried Raji's South Indian Maggi in episode 1 of me rating your recipes, and I didn't love it, which is okay. I'm a human with preferences, so just because I didn't like it, it does not mean you won't like it and it's not a good recipe. This recipe by Shrinithi is also a Maggi recipe inspired by South Indian flavors, and I was really excited to try it because I just had a good feeling about it. Toasting dal to get it crunchy is an amazing texture addition to the Maggi. Not just relying on the Maggi masala but also seasoning with more spices is also great. The Maggi is cooked till there's just some sauce left and finished with coriander, which adds freshness, and this Maggi tastes as good as it looks. The mustard seeds add this heartiness which I love. The masala is perfect. This is the kind of Maggi which is light but will also keep you full for a good few hours. I really liked it and I will definitely be making it again and maybe also sprinkle some molka podi on top. See, if a recipe is one pot, it takes less than 7 minutes to make. That to me is automatically a 9 or above on the scale of ease. So I'll give this a 9. I'll also give it a 9 for taste and creativity because I love the balance of flavors and textures and it's fun. Aloo Bhujia Maggi by Varsha. I mean to say this with complete respect. The first thought that came to my mind when I read this email is that this recipe is just unhinged and I don't even know what was going on in your head when you created this, but I am definitely here for it. You saute your butter with a bunch of sauces, a tablespoon each of every sauce, and then you spice it up with some chili powder and salt. Varsha made it very clear that you have to keep the flame low at all times. Mix the sauces super well with some water and then add some aloo bhujia to it. What this does is, your saucy broth absorbs all that tangy aloo bhujia flavor. The bhujia softens and expands and acts as a thickener. It turns into a soup which looks very similar to manchao, but it's not. In a separate pot, cook your Maggi like usual with water and masala, and this is ready to be boiled. Masala Maggi goes as the base, bhujia soup on top, and finish this bowl with some mozzarella cheese. I'm actually kind of obsessed with how good this looks on my camera. Okay, so I liked it. There's a lot going on, but it's majorly a slightly spicy, tangy, tomato-y flavor. The thing with this is, if you made it for me on a cold winter day, I would very happily eat it all, but if I had to make it on my own, I'd just pick one sauce, ideally ketchup, mix it directly with the water and then simmer aloo bhujia in it because the flavors of aloo bhujia are already so strong that I personally do not feel the need to add so many sauces, but again, that's just a personal preference. I do think you're super creative though because the aloo bhujia flavor really shines through and I can tell that is exactly what you wanted, so it's a win-win. I'll give this a 10 for creativity, 8 for ease and 8 for taste. Remember what I told you in my previous rating your pasta recipes video? If you send me a good chaat recipe, chances are I am going to make it because I love chaat, and this Maggi bhel by Sejal was giving me major byeeee by Sadeko vibes. It's a pretty straightforward recipe and the kind of recipe where I believe breaking Maggi into smaller pieces is actually acceptable because if you're breaking your Maggi or any instant noodles for a cooked saucy version, I don't know what to say to you. Saute Maggi in some oil till crispy, cut up a bunch of fruits and veggies and mix them all with spices. The raw mango in this one got me really excited because I love raw mango in muri. For spices, we have chili powder, coriander powder, chaat masala and salt, fresh coriander and lemon juice to add freshness, and it is really hard for a recipe like this to not taste good, you know? It's simple, sober, all the ingredients have the chance to shine and it's light, it's fresh, it's good. I'll give this a 7.5 for creativity, 8 for ease and 8.5 for taste. Cheesy Hot Maggi by Amreen. When I tell you, I received like 7-8 very similar recipes to this. I'm completely serious, but definitely not surprised because it's just such a classic, simple, easy combo. I think I also posted a Maggi recipe very similar to this like 2 years ago. What we do here is we cook our Maggi with water and then season. There's oregano, chili flakes, and mayo. Once that's mixed really nicely, add a cheese slice and again mix till the cheese melts and incorporates into the Maggi, and look at how creamy and smooth that sauce looks. The mayo definitely plays a huge role in the silky factor. Finish the Maggi with some more cheese and chili flakes because we have to do justice to the name, cheesy and hot, and yeah. What's not to love about a recipe like this? No chopping, no pan change, no extra steps. It's just one pot and a couple of minutes, and it's almost nostalgic for me because like I said, I used to make my Maggi like this a lot. I'll give this a 7 for creativity, 10 for ease obviously, and 9.5 for taste. Ulli Karam Maggi by Vasudha. I had never heard of Ulli Karam before, but Vasudha said it is a spicy raw onion chutney which Telugu people have. Also, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. So we first make the Ulli Karam by blending onions, red chilies, cumin, a good amount of garlic, and some jaggery and tamarind to balance out the spice and rawness. The paste should be completely smooth and lump-free. Now for combining the Maggi with the chutney, we first cook down the chutney in some oil, and you have to be very quick and careful here because chutney can burn very easily, and then you just add in some water, Maggi and masala and cook it till it's the right amount of dry but also saucy. I think you know what I'm saying. I topped with some more Ulli Karam, and all I have to say is that when I first started this series, this is the kind of recipe I was hoping to learn about because number one, it is so creative, it's easy, it's fun, it's quick, it's spicy but balanced, incredible flavor with that slight tang and sweetness, but they do not overpower the onions in the slightest. They're just doing their job and it's just so good. I loved it. I'll give this an 8.5 for ease, definitely a 10 for creativity because let's say you make Ulli Karam for a meal. You can just use the leftover chutney to make this and your Maggi upgrades to the next level. I had some more chutney left which I sauteed with kimchi and cooked shin ramyun, and it was incredible, and it is a 9.5 for taste. Final verdict, we have Ulli Karam Maggi for the win. Absolutely well deserved, in my opinion. Definitely try the cheesy hot Maggi if you haven't already because it's just super quick. And also the aloo bhujia one, I think that one deserves a one-time try. That is it for me rating your Maggi recipes, and stay tuned to my community posts if you'd like to be updated about the upcoming parts, which you already know. The next one is going to be the air fryer one. And yeah, I'll see you very soon on that one. Bye!
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa.